Do you ever have a random ingredient in the fridge that you use for a different recipe and now you're like, what do I do with the rest of it? Well, I had these left over from a Greek salad that I made the other day. And yes, I use these ones because I prefer them to the black one. And I got inspired to make this African dish. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut up my chicken, then I'm going to wash it with salt and lime. You can use lemon, vinegar, but I don't have any vinegar at the moment, so I'm just going to use lime and salt. So at this stage it's not looking too cute, but I've added a bunch of lime, salt. I've literally exfoliated the chicken. I'm going to top it with water and let it to soak for a bit while I do my other prep. See all that scum, that's why I like to wash. So now that we have our clean and fresh chicken, we're going to season it. Dijon mustard, paprika, salt, black pepper, liquid Maggi seasoning because I didn't want to spend £3 on the cubes, garlic, splash of oil, olive brine, and sprinkle of parsley, a little bit of Tabasco, half a lemon. Now let's mix it. This is the chicken yassa marinade. There's a lot of olives because I accidentally spilled all of the brine out and I didn't want them to go off, so I just chucked them all in there. I hope the flavour won't be too strong. Obviously I probably won't eat all of the olives, but just to give it extra flavour. So I have my veggies I chopped before and our chicken that's been marinating for a few hours. Now ideally leave it overnight, but I'm hungry now, so I'm losing patience. When people ask you what are you cooking, and it's literally just garlic and onion, you're literally just frying garlic and onion. At this stage I'm gonna wait for them to get a bit more caramelized and jammy, and I'm gonna add a little bit of agave just to give it a bit of sweetener. So now we're just sauteing the veggies, the onion, the garlic, ginger, and I've just added in the carrots. I'll let those soften for a little bit and then we're going to brown the chicken. Now you want to brown the chicken. So now that I've added everything, the Scotch bonnet, now let this simmer. On the side I have some basmati rice that's cooked nicely.
In front of me, she cries my wife a lot, which I hate.
When I tell you this chicken yassa slapped, oh my days, I had to stop myself from eating the whole of it in one go. It was absolutely fire. I loved how it was seasoned. I love how this came out. Make sure you try this dish.